Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Kaili, and this is Foodie Friday. So as you can see, I am not in my normal kitchen setting. I am actually in the guest bedroom of my in-laws' house. We traveled home for the Thanksgiving holiday, so I am doing this kind of on the fly. But anyways, I wanted to say welcome back. I am so sorry I've been missing for the last 2.5 months. If you want to know what I've been up to, you can always watch my latest video. I'll post that up above. But I am so happy to be back and posting regularly here on YouTube. Being a small business owner and a mom is really difficult, so trying to juggle, social media, business life, mom life has just become increasingly more difficult the older my son has gotten and the more mobile he has gotten. So I was planning on trying to post 2 YouTube videos a week. However, my schedule just does not allow that. So I changed my YouTube posting schedule. So every other Wednesday, I'm going to be posting a vlog, and every other Friday, I'm going to be posting a Foodie Friday. So you're going to be getting 4 videos a month. Every other Wednesday and every other Friday, I'll post here on YouTube for you guys, either a recipe on Friday or a vlog on Wednesday. And if there's any other nutrition subjects that you guys want me to cover, you can always leave those in the comments. I'd be more than happy to create a video covering that nutrition topic. So this week's recipe is one that is super easy to make, so fun, so delicious, and it's got an extra special little twist. I had the opportunity to partner up again with my favorite probiotic company, Just Thrive. I love these probiotics. I've been taking them for about 5 years now. I really got interested in my overall gut health after competing in bodybuilding and having a lot of gut health issues after retiring from that lifestyle. And so I knew I needed to get my gut on track. So I tried pretty much every probiotic out there, and Just Thrive was the probiotic that I found that delivered the best results and suited my needs. So if you want to learn more about their products, I've linked their website below. This week we're going to be making a gluten-free pumpkin bread pudding with homemade dairy-free ice cream. It is so good. I made this for my family for the holidays, and not a single drop of it was left. Super quick, so simple to throw together, and it's something that you can make ahead of time and just pop in the oven right before you're ready to serve, and it comes out so warm and delicious. And this recipe is truly epic. I think you guys are going to love it. So without further ado, let's get to baking. All right, friends, this recipe is so simple to throw together, and you just need a couple of ingredients. So the very first thing that you're gonna need is bread, obviously. So we're using 1 16-ounce loaf of gluten-free French bread here. You can find this at your local bakery. If you have trouble finding gluten-free bread, you can always make your own, but I just picked this up from a local bakery in town. And so I would say always use a really crusty bread. The crustier, the better, because this is going to really contribute to the texture of your bread pudding. You don't wanna use something that's already super soft because it will make your bread pudding soggy. So you basically want to use a crusty bread to keep a tighter texture in your bread pudding, because mushy is not what we're here for. So anyways, you want to cut these into about 1-inch cubes. This is super simple. It doesn't need to be anything perfect. Just roughly chop your bread. The bigger the cubes, the better, because like I said, we're all about texture here with our bread pudding. So keep your cubes large, make sure your bread is crusty, and you should be good to go for this recipe. Once you have both of your loaves chopped up, you're going to add them to a large mixing bowl and set this aside. The next thing we're going to do is move into our custard mixture for our bread pudding recipe. The first ingredient you're going to be using is 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin. This is not pumpkin pie filling, it's just the plain pumpkin puree with nothing added, so be sure to snag that from your store. Then you're going to add 1.5 cups of dairy-free milk of choice. I'm just using unsweetened almond milk here, and then 1 15-ounce can of full fat coconut milk. We're going to use the cream only in this recipe, so the best way to just get the cream off the top and to separate the water in your full fat coconut milk is to place this in your refrigerator overnight or in your freezer for 30 minutes. This will help the cream and the water separate from each other, and you will just be able to easily spoon that out into your bowl. Once you have your coconut cream added to your mixing bowl, we're going to whisk this together. We want to just go ahead and get our custard layer started. So you're just going to quickly whisk this together, and then after all of your ingredients are combined, we're going to continue to add the rest of our wet ingredients, which are 5 whole eggs. So you're just going to add these directly into your custard. This is going to help tighten up the bread pudding and keep everything together. So add 5 eggs in, and you'll carefully whisk this together. As your bowl gets more and more full, just be careful careful as you whisk. This can splatter really easily. I made quite the mess in my kitchen. Next, you're going to be adding 1 cup of coconut sugar to this. Coconut sugar is a great lower glycemic sugar to add to your recipes. You can swap this out 1 for 1 like brown sugar and regular sugar. So I'm just using that here. It gives it a really nice sweet flavor. Next, we're going to be adding some spices. We'll have 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1.5 teaspoons of nutmeg. If you're not a huge nutmeg fan like I am, you can always just add 1/2 teaspoon to this recipe, but I love the flavor that nutmeg gives in this recipe. So add all those together, and then we're going to be adding our final ingredient, which are 2 Just Thrive probiotic capsules. I've been using Just Thrive probiotics for about 5 years, and I am obsessed. I've seen the most difference with my gut health by using these probiotics, so I'm just adding these in. I love to sneak these in to a bunch of different recipes, so if you want to snag some, you can always grab them from the link below. Now that we have all of our ingredients ready to go, we're going to pour our custard mixture over our chopped French bread, and we're going to mix this together until every piece of bread is coated in our custard mixture. So you're going to have some custard left over, but that's totally normal, and you'll add this to your 9x13 dish once everything is mixed together. So that's going to soak up during the cooking process. But what you're going to do is you're going to mix this all together, and then you're going to set this aside in your refrigerator for about 30 minutes to let the bread soak up the rest of that custard. After our bread pudding custard mixture sits for 30 minutes and everything's nice and soaked up, you're going to add that to a 9x13 baking dish. Make sure you've greased your baking dish, and then you're going to bake this at 350 degrees for 50 to 60 minutes. While our bread pudding is baking, let's make some ice cream to go with it. So you're going to add 1/2 cup of creamy cashew butter to a large mixing bowl, and then you're also going to add 1 can of full fat coconut milk. This time we're using the entire can of coconut milk, so all you have to do is shake this up to mix the cream and water together, and you're going to add this in, and then you're just going to add 3 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. I like to do this the old-fashioned way, so I'm going to whisk this by hand. However, if you have a hand mixer, you can do this as well. Just be sure to start mixing on low because this can get really messy. But whisk these ingredients together, and then once all of the lumps are gone, you're going to pour in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once you have your vanilla extract mixed in, you're going to pour your ice cream mixture into a small loaf pan, and you're going to freeze this for 1 hour or until solidified. That concludes this week's recipe. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you haven't already done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an upload. If you're new to the Measure Me Whole community, be sure to leave a comment below saying hi so I can get to know you. And if you ever have any recipe suggestions, things that you guys want to see, content that you want me to produce for you, be sure to leave that in the comments below as well. I look forward to getting together next time where we cook another nutritious and delicious dish. All right, you guys, see you next time.